Boy, can I call it or can I call it? I knew I was going to have a confidence interval next. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have this lovely formula for a confidence interval that they would like us to make a 95% one. So, and it's the same data we already had, fortunately for us. So let me type up that formula again. One sec. Now it's fortunate for me that a lot of these values are actually already available in this two sample t-test. You can see them kind of in here. But let's say you didn't know that or you didn't do it or whatever. So you can go to stat, you go to tests. Instead of choosing number 4, which is a two sample t-test, we're going to keep going and look for an interval, int, that does what we want. There it is, number 0, a two sample t interval. So let me grab that. All right, now you have a choice, data or stats, but I had stats, and luckily for me, it's all still typed in because I just typed it up last time. If I didn't, then I would have to sit there and type it up again. I'm going to do 95%. Again, I'm always going to do pooled no for us, and I choose calculate, enter, and it gives me my numbers. So it tells me that this is 2.8, take away 1.6. I'll figure out the t in a second, but I do know that this is 3.6 squared over, oops, and I can go down and see it, but n1 was 150. This is 182. This is 2.9 squared. There we go. So all I need is the t alpha over 2. And again, you can do that a couple ways, but this particular book has us just kind of fudging it slightly. So you can do it with the t table, of course, from your textbook, or you can do inverse t, which is under the distribution menu, 0.025, comma, degrees of freedom. They tell us to use the smaller one of the two, n1 minus 1 or n2 minus 1. So that would be n1 minus 1, 150 minus 1, so 149. No, that's not quite right, I know that, but the real formula for finding degrees of freedom is kind of complicated and we don't really need it. So enter. So let me just put that in, 1.976. Close enough. Now, oops, I should have written that answer. I did it again. So stat, tests, it's number 0. I've got everything typed in, so I just got to go down. Calculate. And there's the answer, 0.48322, comma 1.9168. Notice again, by the way, that 0 is not in there, right? That's because there is a significant difference between men and women in this, okay? So note, and I think that's actually what I have us writing up down below. Oops. No, I didn't have you write it, but I can say it now. So note, 0 is not in the interval, which further supports our decision in the hypothesis test a few pages back that there is a significant difference between 7th grade boys and girls in their addiction to nicotine levels. I think it was 7th grade. Hopefully it wasn't 7th grade. All right, we're all set. We found our confidence interval. And that's all we have to do for 11.2. I'll see you back here for some 11.3.